electric always. Get ready for someone who'd rather tell you what you need to hear than what you want to hear. Get your pitchforks and your charitable food donations ready. Get ready for Hayward.
Who are we? Who are you? I'll remind you, because it seems like so many of us have forgotten. We are the descendants of dissidents, rebels, and traitors to the crown. But what are we now? Loyal servants of an empire so abusive and intrusive that our founders would barely recognize it, and King George himself would likely blush at the thought of how far we've let this go. So what do? Do we carry on the legacy of our ancestors and stand up and refuse to comply? Do we try again to protect and enshrine our God-given rights? Or do we betray that legacy and spit in the eyes of our forebears to join the ranks of the flag-clutching loyalists who care more about order and symbols of empire than they do about freedom and the principles that that empire supposedly still stands for? The power of media propaganda and cultural conditioning is something that our pre-electrical founders could never even dreamt of. But it was our duty to continue refining the armor of liberty against the perpetual assault of tyranny. But luckily for the proud loyalists in control, most of us are too busy congratulating each other with culture war virtue signaling and hollow platitudes to even realize what's going on. All throughout our history, people have stood up to authority, and others have joined it. This same dynamic is happening today as it has been since the first king put the first beggar to the sword. It is a choice, and it's one that you have every day. Your loyalty to this system will not protect you. It doesn't care about you any more than it cares about me. Think of all the people who have been chewed up and spit out by this system after sacrificing everything for it. Think of what happens to the proud loyalist or the defender of empire when they get a sudden attack of conscience. They learn very quickly that they are a slave to the system that they protect. But it doesn't have to be this way. Your obedience will not save us, but your defiance just might. Woo! Woo! We can find each other. We can break the cycle of tyrants being empowered by their obedient servants. We can realize that we are all people with hopes and dreams of freedom. No matter which political mascot you genuflect at the altar of, or which color our uniforms are, we are all human. Things can be different. Never do anything against conscience, even if the state demands it. Albert Einstein.